I wish a very good morning, my dear students. So, today our topic will be coordinate geometry. As we have completed trigonometry chapter, the three chapters of trigonometry in the previous lecture, now we are going to head to the new chapter, that is coordinate geometry. Okay, which is too a very important, because this will give you a sense of how to plot the points, how to plot the line, how to make the drawings in the graph. Okay, so this is again a very important chapter for you. Okay, in the book you will find that this is the last unit, and we will be doing the coordinate geometry and distance formula. Okay, so let's get started with it. So first of all, I'll teach you the basic things of what is coordinate geometry and what is the general understanding in this chapter. Okay, so first of all, I will be explaining you what is the meaning of coordinate. So if you have dealt with the graph in the previous classes, so you would have seen that such type of axis we are dealing with, all right, where this is called the x-axis and this is called the y-axis. Okay, so from here we starts our chapter, the basics of coordinate geometry. So there are basically two axes, and they are called the x-axis and y-axis, which is in front of you. And the point which that means, or we can say the intersection of two axes where they meet, this point is called the origin. Okay, say in the number line we have 0 here, we have positive side this side, and here negative side. So what do we call this as? The origin. So similarly this is called the origin, first thing. Okay, now consider this as the number line. So here it will be all the positive values, and here you will have the negative value. Here will be the positive side of y-axis, and here will be the negative side of y-axis. This is x-axis, you can call this as x-axis, and if this is y, and you can call this as y-axis. This whole is a y-axis, but we specifically say that this is y- and this is x-axis. Okay, now we name this each and every plane as, this is the quadrant. So first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. So this is called the first quadrant, this is called the second quadrant. Why the name quadrant have been given? As we can see that they have four, that means we can say two dimension. Actually this is called the two dimension geometry we are seeing, where you have four quadrants. So I'm explaining you that what is the meaning of quadrant. Quadrant came from the quad means four, so there are four planes. So that is what we are saying: first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Okay, like that. Now what next? The next thing is the signs. What signs we usually say. So as you can see that here x is also positive, here also x positive, so positive, positive. Here y is positive, x is negative, so negative, positive. Here x is negative, y is negative, so negative, negative. Here x is positive, y is negative, so negative, positive, negative. So I'm making this interval, I'm making this bracket, simple bracket, and I'm writing. So that is what, and that is how we denote coordinate as. We denote coordinate as x and y. This is called the ordered pair. What this is called? This is called the ordered pair, where we write the value of x and value of y from our graph. So we always write x first, and then we write the entry on the y, whatever the point we have. Okay, and this is wholly called coordinate. Okay, and inside this x is called abscissa, and this is called ordinate. Okay, this is abscissa and this is ordinate. Okay, understood? I think this should be this is very important for you. Okay, so you need to understand these things very clearly. Now let us plot a points. Okay, so here is your graph. You need to purchase a graph copy for this chapter. So I request each and every student to please purchase the same and do the question on that particular graph copy. You can make a graph copy of it, or else you can do one thing, that you just plot the points or do the question on the graph and you can paste that page in the copy. So you have two options. Either you do all the things graphical work in particular separate copy and keep it with you, or the second thing is do the graph work, cut it and paste in the fair copy. Okay, all right. Now I'm explaining you. I haven't started the exercise yet. I'm explaining you some questions so that it would be clear for you. Then we will head to the exercise. Okay, so I'm taking one point here. Say for example, I'm taking 2 and 6. I need to plot this point in the graph. So you have to read the value of x. What is the value of x? 2. Okay, and the value of y is 6. So 2 is also positive, 6 is also positive. So it will fall in which quadrant? The first quadrant, because in the first quadrant you have both positive, positive. In the second quadrant you have negative, positive. In this quadrant you have negative, negative, and in this quadrant you have positive, negative. So first you should know that whether which point falls in which quadrant. So it would be more easy for you to understand. Say for example, I'm asking you -4, 6. In which quadrant will this coordinate fall? So -4 plus 6. So -4 plus 6. So it will fall in the second quadrant, right? -2, -4. -2, -4 in this third quadrant. Like that you should know that whether in which quadrant the particular point will fall. So right now I have taken 2 and 6. This will fall in the first quadrant. Okay, x and y being positive. So 2. So in the x-axis you see 2. Where is 2? Here. Okay, and y, what is that? Y, 6. Okay, so 6 and 2. This is the point 2 and 6. Alright, now say for example I'm taking 2 minus 1. So x2 again 2 and y minus 1. So minus 1 here. So this will be the point. Understood? 2 and -1. So like that we have to do. Alright, I hope you have understood this thing. Okay, now if I say that 0, 4, how you will plot 0, 4? So where x is 0, so x is 0 is what? Here, and y is 4 and y is 4. So this will be your 0 and 4. You can understand in a way that x is 0, so x is absent. Okay, y is 4, so plot the point here. Now if I ask you that how will you plot 0, 2 and 0, so y is absent, I just explain you right here that if in place of x is 0, so we said x is absent. Similarly y is 0, so y is absent here, that means 2, so x2, so this. Okay, can you plot -3, 0? Yes, y is absent, x is -3, so -3. Can we plot 0, -4? Yes, x is absent, y is -4, so like that. Okay. Okay, so coming to the first exercise, what is first exercise saying? That on understanding the coordinates of the point, okay, determine the coordinates of the point PQRST in the following figures. So I think you don't need my help because I taught you where to locate the point and what to do. So you just try to find the PQRST points in here, and you can write this directly in the fair copy. First question, and the P is this, Q coordinate is this, R is that, S is that, and T is that. Okay, coming to the second question, again you have to just write the things. If you see the adjoining figure, you have an equilateral triangle here. Okay, in this one, B and C coordinates you have to find, as it is already seen from the question only, that for the B it will be -1 0 and C will be 1 and 0. And adjoining figure B1 also square you have to find, you can easily do. Okay, question number third, you have to indicate the quadrant in which this point will lie. So I explained you how to just detect that whether particular which point will go in which quadrant. So you have to write fourth, fifth and sixth, you have to plot the points. Okay, so I don't think that you will find any problem, but still let me explain you some of the typical cases. How can you plot those points? Okay, like if you have 2.5 and 4.5, you need to plot. So how? 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. You will be having a block like this. Like this blocks you will be having 2.5, 1 2, and you will see that this block is also divided in subdivided like this. Okay, this was 1, this was 2, this was 3, this was 4. 1 2 3 and 4, like this they will be dividing. So 1 2 3 and this is 4. 1 2 3 4. So 2.5 will be in middle of 2 and 3, and 4.5 will be in the middle of 4 and 5. Okay, so this is 4.5 and this is 2.5. So this will be the point. Like this you have to say, for example, if you have 1 2 upon 7, 7 ones are 7 plus 2, 9 by 7. So first of all you change this in the, that means decimal part. So 9 upon 7 is somewhere around 1.28. 5. So you can take 1.29. How to plot this thing? 1.29. So we can consider this 1.29 as 1.3. So after 1 2 3, this will be 1.3. Okay, now it would be easy. For plotting -0.8 and 1.3, you can take 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5 and so on. And then after 1.0, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, like that you can take for this one. Or else you can take 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, 1.0, then 1.2 and 1.4. So between 1.2 and 1.4 you will get 1.3. So you got these 2 points and you will get the answer. You can plot the point. Okay, so you do up to sixth question. Okay, after that I'll explain you in the next lecture. You write all the basic things. Okay, don't forget to write. So that's it for today. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.